Are you taking supplements to protect your prostate, but could they be doing the exact opposite? Some pills sold as prostate support may actually increase inflammation, mess with hormones, or even raise your risk of urinary symptoms. Scary, right? So how do you know which ones help and which ones could be silently making things worse? Before we get into it, comment below with the city you're watching from. I'd love to know how far this message is reaching. Now, let's dive in. If you're over 50, chances are you've seen ads for supplements claiming to shrink your prostate, boost urine flow, or even protect against prostate cancer. They sound like a simple fix, but here's the twist. Not all of them are backed by solid science. And worse, some can actually backfire. Let's start with the ones you might want to think twice about. First on the watch list, testosterone boosters. They're everywhere, promising energy, libido, and vitality. But here's the problem. Many of these over-the-counter boosters don't just increase testosterone. They often affect dihydrotestosterone, DHT, a hormone closely linked to prostate enlargement. In fact, high levels of DHT are a known trigger for benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. And if you're already dealing with urinary symptoms, adding fuel to the DHT fire can make things worse, not better. Next, zinc megadoses. Now, zinc is essential, true, but some prostate formulas pack in 50 milligrams or more per serving, way above the recommended daily allowance. Why does that matter? Because excess zinc can throw off your copper balance, and in the long run, it might even impair immune function. Plus, some studies suggest that very high zinc intake, we're talking long-term use, may be linked to increased prostate cancer risk. Surprised? You're not alone. Another one to be cautious with is selenium, especially when combined with vitamin E. These were once considered power players in prostate health. But then came the SELECT trial, a massive gold standard study. The result? Not only did selenium and vitamin E fail to prevent prostate cancer, but in some men, they may have increased the risk. It was a huge wake-up call. What was marketed as protection turned out to be potential harm. Now let's talk about saw palmetto. This one is controversial. It's been used for decades to treat prostate symptoms, and some men swear by it. But the clinical evidence? Mixed. Many high-quality trials have shown little to no benefit over placebo, and yet, it's still the most popular prostate supplement in the US. So what actually works? Let's flip the script. One of the most promising nutrients for prostate health is lycopene, a powerful antioxidant found in cooked tomatoes. Multiple studies have linked higher lycopene levels to a reduced risk of prostate cancer and improved urinary flow. It works by fighting oxidative stress and supporting healthy cell growth in the prostate. Simple, natural, science-backed. Another helpful ally? Beta-sitosterol. This plant compound, found in small amounts in many fruits and vegetables, has shown real promise in improving urinary symptoms, especially frequent nighttime urination, or nocturia. It doesn't shrink the prostate, but it improves the way it functions, helping you pee more easily, with less urgency. And here's one most people overlook. Pygeum africanum. It's an extract from the bark of an African plum tree. Pygeum has been studied for decades, and some research shows it can reduce inflammation, improve bladder emptying, and lower the frequency of nighttime urination. Unlike many trendy supplements, this one actually has consistent data behind it, especially when used long-term. Now, if you've made it this far, you're probably wondering, should I toss my current supplements? Should I switch? Should I take anything at all? That's the real question, and the answer isn't one size fits all. Here's what to keep in mind. First, always check with your doctor. Supplements may interact with medications or affect other conditions, especially in older adults. Second, be a label detective. Avoid megadoses. Look for formulas that are clinically tested and stick to trusted brands with transparent sourcing. Third, consider food first. Tomatoes, pumpkin seeds, green tea, cruciferous vegetables, these foods offer natural, gentle support for your prostate, and they come without the risks of unregulated pills. But more than anything, stay curious, ask questions, because when it comes to your health, blind trust is risky, and knowledge is power. Want to know what foods actually protect your brain, heart, and hormones as you age? Then don't stop here. Tap the next video on screen and keep the conversation going.